Hello, my name is Elina Brutschin, and in this poster with the title Exploring Demand-Side Mitigation, Historical Dietary Changes and Future Projections, I'm summarizing work that we are currently conducting together with Silvia Pianta and Valentina Bosetti. So dietary changes are essential for climate change mitigation because it's estimated that around 1/3 of global emissions are attributed to food system. Especially animal protein production is responsible for over half of emissions. This is one of the reasons why dietary changes are now getting lots of attention in climate mitigation strategies, and many current climate mitigation scenarios assume quite drastic dietary changes. And our work tries to find also more empirical foundation and motivate different types of projections and narrative to understand better in which regions and why we might see some dietary changes and in which not. Overall, our strategy is to employ empirical data to understand predictors of livestock demand. And we are going beyond the current approaches by including social and cultural predictors which have had so far less attention in the existing projections of livestock demand. And then what we do is to compare our projections with trends of livestock demand in climate change mitigation scenarios. So we develop a model which is presented here in figure 1, where we select based on past research and theories, economic, social, and cultural predictors. And then for each country, we develop an empirical model, where the main results I highlighted here. And essential is that compared to past research, we can highlight more the role of post-secondary education, gender gap, and especially also age. And we think that that adding those predictors into empirical model and then including those into projections that can then be useful for integrated assessment models is essential and can improve the current projections substantially. And here we can see in figure 3 where we compare our projections with current projections in the models, and we see that our projections help to fill the gap between some of the more normative scenarios that assume convergence in livestock demand towards 500 kilocalories based on the Lancet diet, or towards 250 kilocalories by 2050, and also more general, just linear projections that are motivated by GDP per capita and population projections.